Alrighty, there it is, today's project. It's a Saturn Relay. I think it's an '08. Look at some data. It's a complaint of runs bad, which I have confirmed, and I'll show you here in just a second. Hello, Sam from Tool Hut here today. Any equipment you see used in our videos can be purchased at toolhutusa.com. Today we are doing the conclusion to our 2007 Saturn Relay. I will put the link to the part 1 video. Alright, what we got here is I got the coil out of it. I'm going to measure resistance between the posts here. I'm going to also have a replacement since I don't have a spec. Now, mind you, it is a BWD replacement. So, what I want to do is I want to measure the resistance in these coils here. I'm going to set you guys up so you can see the meter. And I'm going to measure the resistance between the posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the resistance between this post and this post, this post and this post, this post and this post. Essentially checking all 3 coils, make sure they've got the same resistance, or close to the same resistance. I don't know what the spec is. I'm going to base it on the replacement. Let's see if we're in good shape. So stand by here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to check these coils here. This is the old coil. I'll try to do them the same way here. So we got coils 1 and 4, we've got 1.011. Coils 2 and 5, we got 10.19. Coil 3 and 6, we have 9.93. So, I personally am not overly concerned about that, but not knowing a spec, it's kind of hard to figure out where we're at. So let's check the replacement. 9.74, that's coils 1 and 4. 9.74, that's coils 2 and 5. 9.74, that's coils 3 and 6. So these are a lot closer. But this is a BWD, broke when delivered replacement from the local O'Reilly store. So I don't know if it's a good comparison to go off from, but we are going to put it in. It is quite a bit lower specs than what the replacement was, so we're going to go for it. I'll let you know when we're done if it did anything for us. Alright, here goes nothing. I think we got it this time though. Backed out of the driveway here. It is raining, so I'm not expecting remarkable results, but I should be able to get it to do what I want it to do. Try to hold you guys steady here. I'll give her the beans. It is a little slippery, so we're having a little bit of trouble getting her holding and traction. Let's see what we can do here. I'm feeling pretty good about it. The van needs a lot more work than what we've done to it, but we did fix what it came to us for. So I will attach the scope file. I do have a scope running for this ride, so. Shifting it manually, see if I can't bring it up to the RPM I need. And that proves it. Definitely fixed 100%. So shut my scope off here. Trying to drive, turn the scope off, keep you guys focused. So yeah, she's fixed. We'll have a review in just a minute. Alright everybody, wanted to review with you what we found on this Saturn. So, let me get you set up here a little bit. So what we found with the Saturn was pretty much what we thought was wrong with it in the beginning. We just didn't stick with our gut. When we pulled the crank sensor out and looked at the mounting surface, it looked clean, it looked shiny. We cleaned it up with some sandpaper and a wire brush and thought we were in good shape. After a whole bunch of testing, everything kept pointing towards the crank sensor wasn't coming to ground, just plain and simple. So last night, later in the night, we decided to pull the bracket off between that holds the engine and transmission on, so we could get a really good look at this mounting surface. And again, the mounting surface looked clean, but I hit it with a 2-inch angle die grinder, and the rust that came off from it was remarkable. So I just wanted to let you know that it was the mounting surface where the crank sensor mounts to the block was rusty. It did not appear that way. And we had cleaned it with sandpaper, wire brush, and we'd even cleaned it with Scotch-Brite pad on the angle die grinder, and nothing was aggressive enough. We ended up using about an 80 grit sandpaper, and we went through 2 discs trying to get it clean enough. So, lesson learned, follow your gut. Is what it is. We don't have many of these that kick our butts. This one kicked our butt. And we knew what was wrong. I knew it. It was my gut. So I guess what it comes down to is stick with your gut. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more diagnostics videos in the future. I apologize, this one got a little away from me, but hopefully it'll be a lesson learned for everybody. I am going to put some stuff in here that we did. We also we put spark plugs and wires in it. We replaced that harness that was melted from the previous video. We did put an ignition coil in it. The ignition coil ohmed out but it was within specs, but it was close to the edge of what I would consider the spec on it, from what I was taught. So we did put an ignition coil in it. We did put spark plugs and wires in it. We did rerun the crankshaft position sensor wires. The car's pretty oily underneath. The harness was pretty brittle. All in an effort trying to rule out what was going on with this. And what it come down to, again, was where the crank sensor mounts to the block. So have a great day.